All flights in and out of Gatwick, Britain's second busiest airport, have been suspended after 2 drones were seen flying near the runway. 10,000 passengers have been affected, with many facing long delays. Flights have been diverted as far away as Paris and Amsterdam. Gatwick has apologised for any inconvenience but said safety was its foremost priority. Andy Moore reports.
Early this morning, and Gatwick Airport was full of hundreds of people trying to rearrange flights or just find a bed for the night.
You need to speak to the reception to get your taxi booked back to the airport.
The airport apologised to its passengers but said their safety was its foremost priority. All flights into and out of the airport had to be suspended after there were multiple sightings of 2 drones over the runway. More than 24 inbound flights were diverted to other UK airports. At Gatwick, many passengers sat waiting in planes on the runway before finally being offloaded.
That's ridiculous. How many millions must be costing tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of pounds in delays? That's absolutely ludicrous.
We were travelling from Glasgow to Gatwick, and we were diverted to Luton because obviously we weren't able to land. And after being held on the plane for around 2 hours, we eventually got off and got a bus, which took us here to Gatwick.
The problem of drones near airports is a worldwide concern. In the UK, the authorities say the number of near misses has trebled in the last 2 years. There were 92 incidents last year alone. Gatwick will be hoping to operate as normal today, but the Christmas travel plans of thousands of people have been severely disrupted. Andy Moore, BBC News, Gatwick Airport.
And let's go live to Gatwick and speak to Andy now. Andy, as you told us in that headline a moment ago, there is still a drone above the airport. This disruption started at 9 p.m. last night. It's now 9 a.m. this morning. What's going on to try to end it?
Well, certainly there's a major police operation underway. About 20 police units are out and about around the airport trying to find the drone or drones, and more importantly the operator of those tiny little aircraft. When I arrived here last night, the police helicopter was up taking part in that operation. We're told by the police that they can't shoot down the drones because that would be a danger to safety. Let's just get this update from the authorities here at the airport on the latest situation.
So at the moment, we're still getting sightings of the drone in and around the airfield. I've got over 20 units from Surrey and Sussex and from the airport searching for the drone operator to try and locate him. And we're exploring other options at the moment to try and bring this situation to a close.
This appears to be a deliberate act.
Absolutely. You know, this has been going on for 10 hours now. Each time we believe we get close to the operator, the drone disappears. When we look to reopen the airfield, the drone reappears. So I'm absolutely convinced it's a deliberate act to disrupt Gatwick Airport.
Do you know why anybody would want to do that?
No, not at all. And actually, there's been no intelligence, that this is going to happen. This is just a random act that's happened overnight.
Are you confident that you will locate the operator of that drone?
I'm convinced we will. It's a painstaking thing with the new drones, and the bigger the drone, the further the reach of the operator. So it's a difficult and challenging thing to locate them. But I've got teams now, and I've got investigators looking at how we do that and locate them, and I'm confident we will.
Now, the airport here say they will try to operate open as soon as possible. The European regulator, Eurocontrol, says the airport will be closed until 10 o'clock at the earliest. Meanwhile, it's causing travel chaos for tens of thousands of people. You can imagine the scenes inside the terminal getting very hot in there, very crowded. We've had reports of people passing out in there. So a terrible situation here at the airport. Never a good time for a major airport like this to be closed. For it to happen just before Christmas is the worst possible time.
Firstly, I'd like to apologise to all the passengers who have been disrupted by this irresponsible act. At 9 o'clock last night, a drone was seen by 2 different members of staff, and since then that drone has appeared and reappeared all through the night. We reopened at 3 a.m. for 45 minutes, but then the drone reappeared again, and so the airport is closed now. There is a drone on the airfield as we speak, and the police 20 police units are looking to bring that perpetrator to justice. 5 years imprisonment is the punishment for this act.
So as we heard there, that police operation ongoing around the airport. Some 20 units have been operating throughout the night, trying to locate the operator of what that police officer talked about, a single drone. There were reports of 2 drones, but maybe it's just one. It's been operating for something like 12 hours now. I mean, we've had reports before of near misses between drones and aircraft coming into Gatwick. Sometimes it's a case of the operator of the drone just trying to get a good shot of an aircraft coming in. But this seems a much more deliberate act that's causing real problems for many, many people.
Andy, thank you very much for that update. Andy Moore at Gatwick.